Okay, welcome. What we are going to do today is prepare my new PC for gaming. Because I bought a new PC, well actually recently I purchased a lot of components for building my PC, and my PC I have built, and I also installed some programs, just some tools, but also Camtasia Studio. But now I also want to prepare my PC for gaming, because I also like to play games. And that is what we are going to do today. So the first thing that I want to do is prepare my 4TB SSD. And for that we need to go to the computer management. So let's go there actually. And here we have disk management, and we should be able to see the 4TB disk, which is disk 2. So I already have my disk. I have disk 0 and I have disk 1. C drive is on disk 1, and then on the disk 0 I have the projects, that is D. And actually that disk I still want to make a dual bootable for Linux. Yeah, but that's still something that I want to do. We'll see when I will do that. But for today we are going to prepare the 4TB disk. So I will create a new simple volume. Next, I will use the maximum of disk space, the volume size, and I will assign a drive letter E. And yeah, that is okay. And I guess NTFS is the right partition to use. We call it, well, the right file system to use. We call the volume games, I guess. And we do next and finish. And yeah, quick format should be done in just a few seconds. So that part is done. So now if we would go to the File Explorer, to this PC, we see C, we see D, and we see E. It is of course still completely empty. Now the next thing I want to check is my Nvidia driver, because I have my GPU is the Nvidia GeForce RTX 5080. And the driver version, well, driver date is from March, so let's see whether there is a new driver update. I hope we can do that here. Again, ready driver, yeah, that's all right. Next. Yeah, that I don't need right now. Okay, let's click drivers, and so the new GeForce Game Ready driver version 610.46 has been released on Tuesday, May 26, 2026. Let's download that one, because if I'm going to game, I want to have the latest driver. Same if I would use a 3D application like AutoCAD or OpenDetect. You always want to have the latest Nvidia driver. If there is some kind of bug in the latest driver, and that is causing issues, of course, then you want to go to a previous driver. But let's not assume that there are that kind of big bugs in the latest driver. So that I have downloaded it and now I can install. Let's click yes and we start the installation. I will just do Express, should be fine for Nvidia driver. And yeah, I have not yet really used the Nvidia cards for 3D things. I did use my PC for rendering videos. That goes really fast, but I did that on the CPU. But now it's really time to really start making use of the GPU. And I don't only want to do that with game, but also with machine learning. But yeah, don't want to do everything at once, of course. Okay, system has restarted. I want to do a check of the display settings. So the screen we use right now is actually a Samsung TV. And the recommended display size is 9020 by 1080. Yeah, it's not the newest TV. I bought it in June 2015. And that is, wow, 11 years ago. Yeah, that's a long time. But still works fine. And maybe there's something else we can see in the Nvidia configuration screen, maybe. Yeah, we want 1080p. I'm using the HDMI connector. Yeah, maybe later on I will connect it to my other screens. But for now, the TV is okay. Okay, I want to install Steam. Install. All right. English, yes, I am from Netherlands, but I always like the language of systems and operating systems and programs and games, if possible in English. So that is my selection. Now the program itself, I will install in C. All right. I want to see where can we set where to install the games. Storage probably. A drive. ES. Then my defaults. And can we remove this one? I guess not. Now the E is default. It should work. Let's install GOG, the good old games. Oh, no. Yeah, GOG Remake, I have not yet played it, but I have received the PlayStation 5 version ahead of the release date. Okay, let's download the good old games Galaxy. And let's install it. Okay, I managed to find my credentials and log in. So, in good old games, the Galaxy application is also installed. But I also want to see here whether I can change the installation directory. But the question is, well, can we do that? Maybe here, settings, and then games installation folder. Let's use E. New folder. GOG Galaxy. And then new folder. Games. Spec folder. Now, what's left? The Epic Games browser. Sure. Yeah, let's launch it. So, also the Epic Game Browser has been installed. And maybe also here we need to change the settings. Not that I have any I don't have any games actually here. There is a download manager. Yeah, let's change this for when I get any games in the Epic game library. Games. Yeah. All right. And then what is left? The PlayStation Remote Play. And it's a very nice tool to connect to your PlayStation 5 or 4. This is Windows PC. Yeah, downloads. Okay, let's open it. Yes. English, and then let's install. Oh, download and then install. Okay, next. And yeah, that's fine. I will use the default installation location, and then we start the installation. Finish. Now let's try to sign in. And we will try to sign in and then connect to the PlayStation 5. And if I'm not mistaken, the PlayStation 5 needs to be in standby mode, at least in standby mode, in order to connect. Okay, I managed to connect to my account, and let's continue. And I want to connect to my PlayStation 5. I just turned it on, so we should be able to connect to it. And it will search for the PlayStation. So it works. Yeah, right now I have no controller connected, so I can't really do anything, I guess. I don't think you can do anything with the mouse or with the keyboard. Oh, actually you can do something with the keyboard. That's cool. Yeah, I will we try to connect a controller. Let's see what happens. So this is one of my PlayStation 5 controllers, and let's put in a cable. And it is connected. Okay, we have to update the firmware on my DualSense wireless controller. So let's try to do that. And okay, I have to download that for Windows. PlayStation Accessories installer. Yes, you want to, yeah, make changes to, okay. Okay, it requires Microsoft.NET 8.0 desktop runtime. All right, let's install that one as well. Why not? Okay, just install. Close. Next, I accept. Yeah, we accept the license agreement for the PlayStation accessories. And we just install. Okay. I will only share the limited data. And okay, now we can update the firmware for the DualSense wireless controller. Firmware update complete. And we can close this one. And let's go back to the PS Remote Play. Yeah, it now works. Let's do a quick test. So I'm starting up FC25 on my PlayStation 5 through the PS Remote Play on my new PC. Of course, it's might be easy to just play from the PlayStation 5 itself, but one advantage of using PS Remote Play is that you can record your session on screen. Or if let's say you have a partner and he or she wants to watch something on TV, then the PS Remote Play would also be great, because then you both can do what you want to do. Let's do a quick kickoff. Let's do a classic match. And I will play at home. And I will play with PSV. And yeah, let's play against Ajax. That's not fine. Let's change my team a little bit. Better sits on the left side. Okay, then here we do Bakayoko. Well, that's a solid midfield. And we put Scouten in the defense. And Dest, of course. And Veppy needs to be in the available as a substitute. All right. And let's start the match.
Well, welcome to Eindhoven Spillet Stadion. I'm Guy Mowbray. Alongside me is the former Engelspreiter Sue Smith. We've got a game coming up for the Eredivisie. It's PSV. It makes tip on ice.
Well, thanks as always, guys. A real pleasure to be here. Sweet buzzing ahead of kick-off. Let's look forward to the atmosphere.
This head away from goal. This is the home side's team today.
Yeah, they're playing a 4-3-3. The front three are going to need to link up well, neat technique, strikes through the ball, sometimes.
That's a nice ball. Let's shoot. Goal. Yeah, PSV is a lot better than Ajax. They have been for a few years now. Maybe Ajax will improve next year, but yeah. Sure, PSV is the team in the Netherlands competition to beat. Okay, let's actually try PC game. And let's go to my library. Now I want to try a game that's graphically great. Let's see. Maybe can it come Deliverance II?
Keep firing! Don't stop!
Now, if you like my video, you can give me a thumbs up. And what also helps is if you're not yet subscribed, to subscribe. And yeah, also want to hear from you. Which gaming platform do you use the most? For PC, or maybe you rather play on a console? Let me know, and I hope to see you next time here on Ari's Questlog.